The story of the Trojan horse. Hello, young adventurers! Are you ready for a new adventure full of heroes, battles, and a very clever trick? Today we will travel to the ancient city of Troy, where one of the most famous tricks in history took place, the Trojan horse. Hold on tight, because this story is full of action, strategy, and a touch of magic. Let's go! More than 3,000 years ago, in ancient Greece, a legendary war was fought between the Greeks and the Trojans. Do you know why this great battle began? Then, it all started with a dispute between the gods and a beautiful woman named Helen. Helen was so beautiful that it was said that no other woman in the world could compare to her. But there was a problem. A Trojan prince named Paris kidnapped her, or perhaps she went with him out of love. No one knows for sure. This angered King Menelaus, who was Helen's husband, and he decided that the Greeks should go to Troy to get her back. Thus began the famous Trojan War. The Greeks built ships and set out to sea to attack Troy. For 10 long years they fought and fought, but the high walls of Troy were impossible to breach. The Trojans were strong and brave, and it seemed as if the Greeks would never win. But then, a clever Greek warrior named Ulysses had a brilliant idea. Do you want to know what it was? Here comes the most exciting part. Ulysses thought of a plan that no one had ever tried before, to trick the Trojans into opening the gates of their city. So instead of fighting on, the Greeks pretended to surrender and left the camp. But they did not leave empty-handed. Before they left, they built a huge wooden horse. But this was no ordinary horse. The horse was hollow inside and could hide a group of soldiers. The Greeks left the horse in front of the gates of Troy as if it were a gift to the gods. The Trojans, seeing that the Greeks had left behind such a special gift, thought it was a peace offering. But alas, they did not know it was a trap. Although some Trojans were suspicious, such as the priest Laocoon, who said, "Beware of the Greeks, even when they bring gifts," most of the Trojans paid no attention to him. In the end, the Trojans decided to take the horse into the city to celebrate with a big party. They danced, ate, and had fun until they fell asleep. When night fell and all the Trojans were fast asleep, the soldiers hidden inside the horse silently came out. They opened the city gates to let the Greek army, which had pretended to retreat, return. The Greeks took the city by surprise, and so, after 10 years of war, Troy was defeated. This story teaches us that sometimes, intelligence and cunning can be more powerful than brute force. Ulysses didn't win with swords and spears, but with an ingenious plan. It also reminds us to be careful and not trust things that seem too good to be true, right? Did the Trojan horse really exist? Many historians think it might have just been a made-up story, but others believe it may have been a real military trick, though not necessarily a wooden horse. The city of Troy was rediscovered in the 19th century by an archaeologist named Heinrich Schliemann, who proved that Troy was a real place and not just a myth. The word Trojan horse is used today to describe anything that looks like a gift but actually contains a trap, such as computer viruses that trick users into downloading them. If you liked this story, give the video a like. Subscribe to the channel for more fascinating stories. Share it with your friends so they can also learn about the history of the Trojan horse. Until next time.